we've got to give credit to Haaland for his performance. I think he was saying it's 14 touches per goal, something like that.
That's what it said. There's the official stat was he takes 14 touches per goal.
That is.
What is this, bruv?
What's the nearest?
The nearest is Jamie Vardy, 50.
5-0.
5-0.
And his is 1-4.
14.
It's not
safe. And I think that obviously with the City system, as we were saying, you don't really, chance creation. You don't really need to touch the ball as him. Fair. But what he's doing was it free? Did he get 3 assists in that game as well?
Something like that.
No, he got 3 goals. I think it was 1 or 2 assists. It's
he got 2 assists at least.
Yeah.
I said on
the hat tricks. How many hat tricks is that now?
3 hat tricks. 3 and first
consecutive home games.
Home ones, yeah. He's doing nonsense at this point, honestly. And I was saying last episode where there's gonna come a point when he feels like a cheat code. We're gonna have to make
the Jordan rules, yeah.
Listen, Jordan rules need to come in play for Haaland. And you don't think I'm joking, but look what he's doing. Grown men are being made to look like children. We were looking at Varane today. Man was trying to block ball. Ankle giving way from fear of Haaland. Nothing.
Man said the aura of Haaland injured Varane, you know.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's got man shaking in their boots. This is how I see it. I feel like there has to be a level of physicality or teamwork from defenders that is gonna that we haven't seen before almost to stop this guy, because what he's doing is unprecedented.
Do you know why it's shocking for me though? During the game, we were watching everything. Someone tweeted the interview that I think he did just before he started playing. He was saying that this cross that KDB does between the half space of the goalkeeper and defender, it's undeniable. You can't defend against it.
Bruv.
And yet again, I remember saying, I was like, that's a shot. That's not like why is he crossing it there? Inch perfect. This, you called it a cheat code. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. We might go into some questions that are coming through as well. And by the way, if you're watching on Twitter, please go over to YouTube so you can leave comments, you can get involved in the conversation. FTBL YouTube, make sure you do that. But
just quickly though,
just the quick question I want to ask you. Are these two on track to be the deadliest duo in the Premier League right now, based on what we're seeing?
Bro, I mean, I literally did an episode on the deadliest duos, well, the best duos in world football. And
has to be a culture.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch that as well.
Yeah, I'm saying on the channel, go and watch that. But I did, I did it with, what was it? The second, I put them number 2 behind Vinny and Benzema at the moment.
Yeah.
Vinny and Benzema. Listen, go get your medals up before you start. Go get your medals
Who's
up.
got the record?
Who's
got the record?
Your chain's looking
Who's got the record?
Record hype. What are you talking about?
It's the facts.
I said in world football.
The facts.
I said in world football.
The facts show Kane
God.
and Son are the best.
Okay.
In Premier League.
Statistically, I put you guys in the top 5. You should be happy with that.
That's what you're used to. Not
3
medals.
Minimum 4th. I had you 4th.
Who said?
Messi and Mbappe.
Why haven't you watched it?
Oh, fair enough.
Exactly.
Why are you watching?
I've been busy.
FTBL, support the brand.
Listen,
man, never moving brand new.
Is this what we're doing now?
Support the brand.
I got it on my watch later.
Support the man.
I'll come around to it.
Oh my days. But nah,
as you were saying,
honestly, they're absolutely, for me, they're deadly, man. Like, look, I said, everyone close your eyes right now and think about a KDB to Haaland assist. It's what you just saw there.
It's insane.
It's what you just saw there. This is what you're going to see on and on and on. Like, bro, the guys are, it's OP, man. It's too much.
But what scares me, sorry, bro, what scares me is we were giggling at his link-up play, saying that, he's trying to do cute stuff. And then you see the pass he does for Foden, you're like, honestly, the only person that is more angry than United fans right now is Sterling. He's probably looking at this and thinking,
starving in that Chelsea team. He's like, yeah, man. When he saw that back post pass, he was like,
it should have been me.
Should have been me.
Yeah.
But honestly, this team looks like they're just getting better, which is scary.
I feel like it's not even necessarily that they're getting better. They just now have.
They understand.
You know, the other team, the other City teams, they had the passing, they had all this type of stuff, but they now have basically a play. They now have a play. They have a play, bro. And it's Haaland who's there, and it's just get that ball to him, and it's a goal. Because, bro, like, you look at the rest of the City players, when Haaland scores, they're laughing. Grealish is laughing. Foden is laughing.
They really thought they could stop him.
Yeah, they're like laughing now. It's like, it's become a joke. Like, he scored again. He scored again. You know what I mean? And that is what it's becoming. But Foden as well, getting a hat-trick. I mean, listen, I don't know if anyone else remembers.
45, 46 goals he's got for City, something like that.
I don't know if anyone else remembers, but I think it might have been 2003 or maybe it was 2005. I can't remember. Pennant and Robert Pires hat-trick against Southampton. Anyone remember that?
You're going way back.
Yeah,
even for me.
They both scored a hat trick at Highbury. And I think I haven't checked the stats, but that must be the only time since two players have scored a hat trick in the same game. And you think about it, there hadn't been a hat trick in the Manchester derby for 52 years. And two man get
come like London buses, you know.
2 man get on the same.
Do you know what's
day.
mad as well?
Mad.
Speaking of hat tricks, quickest players to 3 Premier League hat tricks. Haaland's got it in 8 games. You know the next man up, 48 appearances.
Yeah, Owen's the next one.
Who? Michael Owen.
Michael Owen. Next one, Van Nistelrooy, 59. Next one, Torres, 64. Like, these are great names we're talking about, and he's just poo-pooing everything at the moment that's in front of him. It's nuts.
I said he genuinely might rewrite. Like, people are saying he's not going to stay long enough, but like deep, like it's getting ridiculous.
The question you said before,
he might score 50 goals in the league.
Will he?
Well,
do you think he will? If he stays fit, does Haaland hit 50? Yes or no?
Don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot like that.
First episode, make a shout.
Don't put me on the spot like that. Don't put me on the spot like that.
Make a shout. Oh my God. MAS. But on that 50 goal thing, before we start moving on from City, you posed something when we were in pre-production. We were just watching the game. You said something. And do you want to repeat, or do you want me to repeat about the 50 goal thing and if he was to leave?
Oh yeah, no. So basically, I asked a question. I ask everyone in the comments as well. Everyone that's watching. So if Haaland, let's just say in a hypothetical world, Haaland scores 50 Premier League goals, then Real Madrid buy him in the summer and he goes, where would he be in the best strikers to ever play in the Premier League? Like, does he instantly enter the top? 50 goals, 38 appearances, boom, I'm gone. Where would he be?
Boy, you have to have strong confidence. 50 goals in the best league in the world. 50 in your debut season in it.
Bro.
And it will never be done again. To add context, you got people like Ronaldo on the bench just watching him.
Ronaldo's like, that used to be me v Ronaldo. And then, that was me v Elche, man. That was me, man. You know what I mean? He's like, that was me in the La Liga, bro.
No, for real.
It's crazy.
I just got one confirmation. This was the 4th time in Premier League history that 2 players score a hat trick in a game.
Wait a minute.
One of them is right.
Wait. Aren't you supposed to be English?
That's it. Pull out the American accent out of nowhere.
Wait, production. Last episode, production was English. Who the hell is this guy?
Who are you?
Who's this policy chest?
You got infiltration in the camp.
Ain't you supposed to be from London?
You got me.
You got me now. You figured me out.
This is the 4th time in Premier League history that 2 players score a hat trick in the same game.
Wow.
One of them, you're right. The other one was when Leicester beat Southampton 9-0, and it was Vardy and Iosi Perez. And then Wigan beat Blackburn, but this was 2 different players. It was Marcus Bent on one team and Rocky Santa Cruz on the other. So this is only the 2nd time.
Santa Cruz. That is a throwback.
Streets will never forget.
Real talk. That is a throwback.
That is streets. So
That's an uncomfortable conversation, though. I think that 51, because then you start getting into, do peaks matter? Because Suarez, you look at that one insane peak year, does he get into those conversations? Yaya Toure, that one peak year, does he get into midfield conversations?
He does.
He does, but is it slotting? I don't think so. So I hear it, but longevity matters in my eyes.
No, hey, but 50,
50's
that's what you call impressive. That's what you call impressive.
Listen, this is a hypothetical.
Yeah.
It's nice to see where the gauge is on that. But I mean, what else
hold on. Foden scoring a hat trick as well in a Manchester local. I gotta give you a clap. I mean, Stockport, whatever you want to, wherever they are.
He's from the soil, innit? He's one of them.
To be a local academy player, to now score a hat trick against Man United, bro, that's a dream come true. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been seeing on the internet, there's been a lot of Foden disrespect lately, man. Like, yeah, for me, I was saying as well, I think it's getting a little bit robotic and stuff at the moment. He's passing first. I like Foden so much as a player, but I'm seeing a lot too much disrespect on Foden's name on the internet. I think he's becoming one of them ones that we're used to him. You know what I mean? It's the shiny new toys that are out here with the Pedris and Judes and I'm missing out somebody that Musiala's.
Yeah.
It's now like our Foden. Foden is a serious player.
But do you think, though, the back end of last season, I don't think he was great. And the fact that was capped off with the young player of the year, I think a lot of people were annoyed about.
Yeah.
That it wasn't kind of earned. and then how he's kind of performed with England, people aren't really convinced. I think there's been a couple of things
but England
where the spotlight, but I'm saying the spotlight kind of gets brighter on Foden as he gets a bigger role within England and City. I think he'll naturally get critics like that. But if you turn a blind eye to Foden's ability, brother, you can never do that.
The biggest thing, for biggest respect to that, you have to pay something like that is look at all of the players that have been brought into City, all of this and everything. He was earmarked as, listen, this kid in the academy,
and he's
going to do it. And he's done it. Bro, Mahrez is go and have some fun minutes. Foden's in the rave, skanking. Mahrez is there, like coming through. Then if it left for me, you have to give him respect that in one of the best teams in the world, he is an integral part.
Yeah.
So respect to him, but
what do you think about Grealish's performance today?
It's all right. It was decent, you know.
Great.
I actually thought in the Man City colours, one of his better performances. And in a big game, derby game, this is kind of where you have to repay some of that 100 million. This is about, we'll say, 300k. Cash in. Still got 97.7 to pay off.
We got a question from Rebecca here. She says, given the quality, strength, and depth of the City squad coupled with the woeful state of their rival competitors, is anything short of a treble/quad considered an underachievement?
100%.
You were saying this. You were saying
First of all, Rebecca, big up you, female viewership. That's what we want.
Hey, big ups.
Female viewership. FB going through the roof.
Do that again?
Yeah, I mean, F's going up through the roof.
That's the V.
Big up yourself. But you know what? For me, I said, what's the excuse now for City not to win the Champions League? And I know it's such a boring conversation. Everyone talks about it. But when you're bringing in Haaland, as I said, every team, when they're usually at the peak of their cycles, you know, you're talking about, you know, when United were at our best moments, we won the Champions League. When Real Madrid at the best moment, they went 3-peat. When Barcelona with Pep, with Bayern Munich, that 2013 team, when everyone was just ridiculous.
What team broke that trend?
Which one?
What team
Chelsea broke that trend, but you shouldn't be proud of that. I mean, you guys are some of the worst winners I've ever seen in my life.
Fam, listen,
you know what I mean? But Chelsea are probably the only team who, when they've had their best ever side, they've not really won Champions League. And Arsenal in their invincibles, I guess you can say. But generally, when you have your best sides, you win Champions League. So by now, at this point, he has to win the Champions League. You bring in Haaland, it's 7 years in, win the Champions League. I mean, look what they're doing to some of the teams. Look what they're doing to some of the teams in the league, like us right now. You know what I mean? So you're probably going to go win the Premier League again.
I feel like that's what Haaland was brought in for. The main thing, I think he will. I think Premier League is just kind of the bread and butter, but the main feast, what you're brought in for, is the Champions League. My worry is the way this season is looking. If City maybe wrap the title up too early, do they fall into the kind of PSG Bayern Munich issue where quarters, semi-finals, all of a sudden you're taking your foot off because the guys are only turning up for the Champions League? Does the Premier League become a thing where at some point it's, we've won it 4 out of the last 5 years? When do City start treating the Premier League like it's the Farmers League?
Well, I hear where you're
pretty much there.
I hear where you're coming from, but I feel like in this sort of mad season where October's compressed, everyone's playing about 9 games. November, everyone that goes to World Cup goes to World Cup. Haaland stays. Hyperbolic chamber, like Goku, he's there chilling, boom. This is the perfect moment to have a league where you wrap up the league early. And City have always been good. We always say that they have an amazing December and their squad utility is A1. This is the perfect time for them to literally be like, we've got the pieces. Yeah. We've got Mr. Champions League. He's the youngest person to get 20 goals in Champions League. We actually have all the pieces. For me, there's no excuse. The only team that you'd say that could probably try and beat them and pit them is PSG. Real Madrid, we've had a conversation about Real Madrid. We've had other conversations, but that's the other team that I expected to do something because of their front three and because of the momentum that will come after the World Cup. But there's no reason why they should not be front-lining for that title.
It's very rare, though. Like, the best team on paper for me wins it. And I hear what you're saying, like, every team during their era. But even, like, the year you lot won it in 08 or what, I would have said maybe Barca was probably the best team that year.
No, and you would have maybe said, man,
I get that. I get it. But I think there's a slice of luck that always goes into the Champions League. The draws always play a part. I think there's so many factors in the Champions League that if it was just on paper, we decided from the last Final Four easy. But I don't know. I hear what you're saying. There's definitely the pressure and a want to win it, but I don't know if we can sit there. Personally, consider and say they must win it.
Look at this diplomat.
I'm just saying, man.
Rebrand.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying. Can you sit there at the start of the season and say we must win it?
Yes, you can.
You must. I don't know any team that's that arrogant.
Okay, listen.
That is arrogance.
Listen,
you must. With Real Madrid there, with PSG there,
so
arrogance.
You must. Hear what I'm
arrogance.
Saying. Hear what I'm saying. This is really funny because obviously, for those who are new here, they might not gauge who we are or know stuff we said before. You are the biggest. Pep has a black stamp against him because he hasn't won Champions League.
Hold on. Thank you.
So why are you not pressing him that he has to win it? He does a striker. He has a complete team.
Right.
He has.
And guess what? I love that you brought this up because this is where our show, you can see the growth in our personalities. So the first 2 years, I was of this mindset. There's a black mark on Pep's career. Then I realized, bro, you can't lambast a man's entire career just based on one
doing that, though.
That's what you lot are trying to do now. You lot are going to do this thing where
nobody's
if
doing
Pep
that.
don't win it with City, oh, he's a failed at City. Doesn't matter. Nah, bro. For me, I'm like, it's what he said last year was so key. As long as you are competing, as long as you are in the finals.
Not Nigerian. When did Pep turn Nigerian?
Shut up. That was Catalonian to the
Oh, yeah, okay then.
But listen, I feel like as long as you're always in the semis and finals, that's all you can ask for. And if they're there this year again in the finals, you can't talk to them.
I don't know, man.
Listen, you can say it's a failure if they don't win it. But personally, I'm like, listen, I see where the project's going.
Listen, to be that upper echelon of greatness, you got to win Champions Leagues. That's just as simple as that. That's why you can have some great teams, but you can stick it to, they were great domestically. To be that upper echelon, that the game remembers all time. Yeah, you get it done. You bring in the 25 goals in 20 UCL appearances in Erling Haaland. You got to deliver it. You know
Listen, man. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you're watching on Twitter, like I said, make sure you go over to the YouTube, subscribe, retweet, leave your comments as well, retweet, share, let people know. Listen, everyone that came over with us, God bless you guys. If you're still coming over, find your way, get a seat, get comfortable. We're here, we're live, baby. You understand what it is?